Hey, check it out. I got a box from Brownells. They still sell gunsmithing stuff. See what we got today. Paper? Oh, yes. All right, so what do we got here? We got a headspace gauge. 30-06 Springfield headspace gauge. Climber. Definitely nice. 30-06 Springfield go gauge by Climber. Brand new. Tooling up, guys. Tooling up. So there's that. What else? Another headspace gauge. This one's a 6.5. Nope. 308 Winchester. 308 Winchester headspace gauge. This is the minimum chamber dimensions. If a rifle closes on a go gauge, the chamber will accept ammunition that is made to SAMI maximum specifications. Forster. They were having a sale on some stuff, so I went ahead and bought some. Sorry. Forster. 308 Winchester. 243 Winchester. Headspace gauge. So, 308 Winchester headspace gauge. So on it is printed 243-308. This will also work for, let me think here, 22 243 Winchester, 260 Remington, 270 08, the 338 Federal, 338 08, 338, 358 Winchester, 358 Winchester, the 6.5 Panther. You ever heard of that one? And what else? There's some more. 6.5 millimeter 08, the 7 millimeter 08 Remington, the 7 millimeter 08 Winchester, and 7.62 NATO, 7.62 by 51. So this gauge covers a lot of cartridges. Not many that are very common, but it does. And 30-06, what's this one? This one covers quite a few different ones too. Excuse me. 6.5 millimeter 06. The 6506 A square, the 2206. What else? There's a whole bunch. 22306, the 25-06 Remington, the 24306 Remington, 6 millimeter 06, 270 06, the 270 Winchester. Here's a good one. 30306 for whatever reason. 338-06, 338-06 A square, the 7 millimeter 06, the good old 35 Whalen, the 375 Whalen, 8 millimeter 06, and the 400 Whalen. This will not work with Ackley improved. This will work as a no-go gauge, but don't use this for Ackley. So there's a little, there will be a quiz at the end of this video. So the Forster gives you some literature, user instructions. Oh, good. Wow. Jeez. Space gauges are complicated. Wow, that's pretty nice. I've never seen that. I'm gonna have to read through that later today. I'm not gonna read this all to you guys, so. Sorry. All right, what else we got? Looks like a reamer, chambering reamer. Should be my 6.5 Creedmoor. 6.5 Creedmoor. Definitely gonna get a lot of use out of this one.
Played it for the first time live.
Try not to throw it across the room. So we've got, excuse me, a climber. A climber. 6.5 cm for Creedmoor. Finishing reamer. It's a live pilot. And they put a nice little not set screw, but a cap screw on there. Love it. I hate C-clipped reamers. I love Manson. Their quality's awesome, except they have their pilots held on by a stupid C-clip. So there's a standard 6.5 Creedmoor, fresh in the shop, brand new reamer. So hey, get your rifles in, guys. Anybody thinking about a 6.5 Creedmoor? Let's do it. I'm ready. Tooled up for that. Tooled up. I do have a go gauge coming for this as well from PTG. Okay, and then in this white box, we've got a Short Action Customs. Sorry. Short Action Customs Modular Action Wrench. So I'm pretty excited about this. And then I went ahead and bought the number one, and the number 2 heads. Number 1 covers your Remington 700s and all your clones. And this one, the number 2, I think is for Winchester 70s. So let me reposition the camera and we'll get into this. All right. Short Action Customs Modular Action Wrench. Okay, so they've got a nice sticker on there, and it looks like it's in the shape of Ohio, which is kind of neat. I'm an Indiana boy, so Ohio is our eastern neighbor. All hail Ohio. So let's see what's in here. Okay, we got a caution and the bumpers, I believe, and set screw or something. So Short Action Customs, they got their socials on there. Phone number, made in the USA, Wellington, Ohio. All right, and the wrench itself, and some packaging paper. This is a little bit smaller than I was expecting. Whoa. Well, that's smaller than I was expecting, but we'll find out how she works here. Short Action Customs Modular Action Wrench. Okay, let's just get out this number 1 head. Comes in a nice bag, Ziploc bag. And so I assume something like that. And then your bumper and your set screw. So it's got your anti-bind cut there. Number 1 printed on there, nice laser engraving. You got a hex head style driver. I don't remember what size that is. Likes to roll away. So, yeah, it's an action wrench. What? A little smaller, like I said, than I was expecting, but the proof will be in the pudding. But yeah, hoping to see what this has to offer here. So this is the literature that comes with the action wrench, and then I think these are what they call the bumpers. Set screw, caution, do not use SAC action wrench head without proper bumpers. So yes, there we go. Okay, that's it. Is this pulled out? Nothing there. Caution. Use extreme caution during During initial breakdown of factory actions as required, torque often exceeds the modular wrench limit of 125 foot-pounds. Boy, do I know that. Factory actions require more than 200 foot-pounds of torque to be removed. See, they know what's going on. Modular action wrenches will not be replaced under warranty if broken taking off of factory action. I wonder how they would know that. Well, that's pretty much common sense. I've taken enough factory barrels off to know that you don't use these things. You need way more strength. And you've probably seen my big old wrench in other videos. If you haven't, hey, let me just grab it real quick. That barely even fits in the frame. Boom. So that's my action wrench for removing a factory barrel. This is set up I was using this for the Winchester 92, so I needed a flat, 2 flats. So I made these years and years ago, obviously just welded the crap out of that. So, I'm a gunsmith, not a TIG welder. I can run a TIG welder and I can make the metal stick to each other, but it ain't pretty. But I bet you I got some pretty good penetration there. So don't judge me for that. So V-block, half, and this just unscrews. Well, I don't need to do that. So with that, I also made 2 other head styles for your Remingtons. This one will fit a Badger Ordnance recoil lug, oversized recoil lug. And this one fits your typical standard factory Remington 700 recoil lug. So these would actually be installed into the wrench like this. Well, maybe depending on which side needs the recoil lug. And these bolts would go through the entire assembly and smash everything down. Then you got this long handle, and you can see I've whacked it several times over the years trying to get barrels off. And that's no joke. They are tighter than the rusty gates of hell. Most of the time you need to cut it or get in the lathe and cut around right in front of the receiver to relieve the pressure, and then they'll come off. So this was my action wrench, and this still is a very useful tool for the oddball action that may come in. So I can grab it by 2 flats like a lever action or Ruger number 1. Other like Ruger M77s, anything with 2 flat parallel sides, just use that. And then the Remington, stuff like that. This is modeled after the Brownells one, but I made it myself. Yay. What else do I got in the ways of that? And then I got another Badger Ordnance tool. So this is a recoil lug aligner when using something like that. So this screws onto the bottom of the action. I don't have a Remington out right now handy, but pretend like that's a Remington. So the screw goes into there, and then the cutout accommodates a recoil lug of larger size. So that, now my barrel installation capabilities are growing. So Short Action Customs also offers many other of these heads, as they call them, for different actions. I do need one for the Howa, which they don't seem to have any in stock very often, because I got those 400 Legends to make here pretty soon. So how do I know which head goes with which, and what the heck am I doing? Where are the destruction? Ow! Frick! The staple there, it stabbed me. I'm bleeding. Damn it, Short Action Customs. All right, that woke me up. So, I guess I have to figure this out by myself. This is weird. So we got a long set screw, which I guess threads into here. No wrench with it? I mean, come on. Short Action Customs, what the heck? That's all that was in the box. Nothing in here, so there's no wrench provided. I mean, I guess, obviously, most gunsmiths will have their own wrenches. Oh, what's that, 3/32ths? Nope. 5/64ths? Okay, so at least it's an Imperial. All right, so we're threading that in to there, which, okay. And then what's this? Like, which one do I use? They're both the same shape, but one is long and one is short. And what, is it does it just thread here? Like that? Okay, well, I guess. What in the world? Like that? What in the world is this for? Okay, hopefully I'm doing that right. Really not too sure how this is supposed to work. Maybe it's on their website. Good thing I don't have a computer in my shop with a internet connection. Again, I don't have a Remington. I do, they're all in the safe and I'm just being lazy. So Defiance has a very similar raceway cut. Let's see what happens. Okay. And hey, it fits. Kind of. Now see, that's annoying. We couldn't make this just a bit longer, guys? Okay, maybe it is the right length. So once a barrel's on there, I suppose. So I'm guessing that's what that is for. This piece would bump against your breech facing the barrel. But it does fit in there. Now see, I know they sell one specifically for Defiance Deviants, so very tempting to try this out on this action, but if I break something, that's gonna suck. These are $50, these heads. And the wrench itself is like $100-some bucks. Which, man, I'm a little bit underwhelmed here. It's a piece of steel with flats milled on the end and threads with a square and threaded. Oh well, it is what it is. Nothing's cheap in this business. I'm not going to do anything until I figure out exactly what I'm supposed to be doing here. Because, I mean, I don't see any other way that's going to work or whatever, but okay, that's bottomed out. Yeah, that's tight. And so I suppose you just take this and screw it on by hand once you're. So that fits I think this fits on any which way, but loose. Yep. Any which way but loose on that, and then your bumper. So I don't know which one to use. Do not use sack action wrench head without proper sack bumper. If you have any questions, please contact us at mark@shortactioncustoms.com. I mean, that's fine, but really, couldn't you just print it on there? Like, use this for this, and this is how it would have taken 2 sentences. Oh well. Time will tell on this. So we'll see how that ends up working. Okay, so I don't know. Just thought I'd show you. I'm sharing everything here, so why not, So I was just checking on Short Action Customs website. I wasn't sure which bumper to use here. Apparently the long one. The long one is used for breeches with a counterbore, like Remington 700s, and that's what this Defiance is. So we'll actually be using this long one in place of that short one. And then I also confirmed that the number 1 head that I have on there right now is actually for, well, I knew it was for Remingtons, Remington clones, but it does specifically say Defiance Deviant, so we're good there. And I don't believe this has any real orientation to it, the bumper that is. There's my action, so it should just feed in regardless. Yeah. And yeah, isn't that nice? The bumper is literally a bumper, so you're not damaging anything. And that exposes the back end of this so that you can get a wrench on it perfectly. Look at that. It lines up almost just perfect. So yeah, that's pretty impressive. I like that. I'm warming up to this now. Okay, so we got the action wrench in, and then my torque wrench here. I'm going to start with about 75 foot-pounds and see if we can go up a little bit higher than that. But we'll start there and check headspace. All right, remove wrenches. Not even a mark on it. All right, go gauge. There's the go gauge, cleaned. And our bolt, also no debris on it. All right, so we close. So maybe I should have turned the action, but whatever. So that's closing freely. No resistance. So that means we can go a little tighter. So let's bump it up to 85. I also like, on this Short Action Customs, how they put top on the top. Because there is a very small cut there that rides in what's called an anti-bind cut in the action. And if that's not printed on there, almost every time you're going to put it in upside down. So now at a glance, I know which side goes up. All right, let's try this. A little more. I think we're going to get away with 100, no problem. Go gauge again. Bolt. Yeah, let's just go to 100. Top. Slap that in. Okay, there we go. Okay, remove that. That is 100 foot-pounds.
And the Short Action Customs modular action wrench survived. Whatever coating this is stayed on nicely. And there's no marks on the actual head. So yeah, I'm impressed with this. I like it. And the reason I went with this wrench, really big reason, is because these interchangeable, modular, obviously in the name. But these heads, number one, and they have, oh my, I'd have to check, but well over 10 different heads for all kinds of different actions. Savages, impact precision, terminus, defiance, Weatherby's, Powers, Winchesters, Rugers, I don't know. Check their website. It's all on there.
Anyway, that concludes this unboxing video. I hope that was exciting and riveting and thrilling for you. Over now.